I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. I'm sure you know Popcorn Planet and Andy Signor. And now an article by NBC is being written about him, how he was canceled during the Me Too movement. And I'll explain that. It's actually pretty simple. He actually admitted to a few things he did, but the things he did were really not so bad. Basically, what he said was he flirted with some employees or some followers or something like that, but it wasn't anything like what he was accused of. It was maybe slightly inappropriate. I find myself flirting once in a while, like naturally. I think it's just innate. If you see someone you're attracted to, whether you're married or not, you just kind of flirt a little bit. But of course, the media's gotta make it out to be more than it was. And why is that thing, like, flickering there? That's annoying. Fix up your website. But anyway, see what we got. Here's their tweet. Andy Signor was fired from the company he founded after he was accused of sexual misconduct. He's now raking in money on YouTube by attacking celebrity accusers like Amber Heard. Celebrity accusers. Now Amber is a celebrity accuser. Hey, I guess it's like kind of accurate. Andy Signor was fired from Screen Junkies, which he founded due to a variety of sexual misconduct allegations. He has denied the allegations made by coworkers and fans. He returned with the channel Popcorn Planet and began banking during the Depp vs. Heard trial. Starting in April, Signor more than doubled the following of his pop culture channel. He has made more than 300 videos about the Depp trial and its participants, bringing in millions of views and thousands of dollars in contribution from fans. All of his videos disparage Amber Heard. And let's just forget all about the fact that he doesn't actually have a membership where you have to pay to see videos. Everything a fan gives him is donation. It's their choice. They're not paying to see something. Now, maybe he's got membership content and perks and things like that. You can pay to get that. I'm not totally sure what Andy offers, but he's not charging money to see the main content that they're complaining about. Signor reflects the shift against the Me Too movement. Signor covers what he characterizes as the injustice of the Me Too movement and the criticism he and other men who have been accused of various forms of sexual misconduct have faced in the past 5 years. It's a shift that other creators have made as well, capitalizing on the broader pushback against social justice movements. Because a lot of those movements are not genuine. They're about the social justice, but not about the actual movement. Now, Me Too is based on Believe All Women, but the problem is, as far as abuse, it's a catch 22. There's no way we could change it. So, you've got something that's really hard to prove. But if you're accused of that thing without evidence, you can get penalized, lose a career, take a huge financial hit. So anybody who wants to harm you can just accuse you of it. However, the accusations won't always be wrong. So in the end, we have to have a standard of evidence. We can't risk sending innocent people to jail or having their careers ruined. There's just no good fix right now. We're in a catch 22 zone with it. One day, technology might get better. There might be cameras everywhere. Maybe everyone will have some kind of like an eye implant camera, and like everything you see and touch and everything is like recorded into some huge matrix. I don't know. But the point is, right now, with what we've got, we can't prove it so easily. But of course, the Me Too movement can't acknowledge it's a catch 22. For background, Signor was fired by Screen Junkies due to erogenous and intolerable behavior after multiple people came forward on social media claiming that Signor made unwanted romantic and sexual advances toward them. Some people accused Signor of messaging them as fans, then asking them for sexy photos or to meet up in person. A non-binary person who accused Signor of sexual harassment said they were working unpaid for Signor when he told them he had done something by himself to their photos and asked whether he could do something to himself to them in person. A woman who had accused him of sexual misconduct said he tried to force her to use sex toys with him during sex, took photos of her without her consent, and offered her a position at Screen Junkies in exchange for some favors in bed. Okay, so I don't know about any of this. That's what they're saying. Signor admitted to flirting and cheating on his wife, but denied everything else. And they say his coworkers were disturbed. And if these people had evidence, I think it would be out there with this article. It seems like what they're saying happened online where these people could just take screenshots. So, where are the receipts for the article? If you're going to write this article and you're saying this stuff was basically happening online, let's see the evidence. If not, it's smear. And what he said was that NBC was sensationalizing a private relationship between consenting adults, which could very well be true. Signor has since trashed NBC News in his channel. Okay, well, that's a simplistic way to put it. However, if they didn't write this article, I doubt he'd cover them unless he happened to coincidentally cover an article that NBC wrote about Amber or Johnny or something naturally. But he wouldn't cover them in this sense. And they give some more facts and whatnot about Andy Signor. But you know what? Why the hell are they interested in this? Why the hell, on December 9th, 2022, does NBC News care to print a story like this? Why? Unless they're trying to defend Amber in a roundabout way by discrediting the people who are talking against her. But it doesn't matter, because we've got a trial in Virginia that went 6 weeks with a ton of evidence against her, and a lot of evidence she put out there herself. So they could try to smear, they could try to disprove, but in the end, Amber lost the trial, the evidence is out there, and she's got to cough up $10 million. I'm surprised they haven't paid it for her. And of course, Andy responded in his own video. And of course, a ton of comments defending Andy from the community. That's always nice. They're pointing out articles that contradict what NBC says to a certain extent. So there you have it. And as far as me personally, I can only judge people based on how they treat me. So Andy, as you know, has a really big channel. He's pretty successful. And Andy sent me some messages, pretty much just offering me help. Just saying, let's collab, maybe I can help you grow, things like that. Now, it never actually came to fruition because, well, probably I'm busy, couldn't set it up. Obviously, he's busy. But the point is, he reached out out of nowhere to a smaller channel and said, hey, can I help you? That was the first contact. That's it. So to me, seems like a pretty nice guy. From what I have to go by personally, from what I've said to Andy, seems like a nice guy to me. Why would someone reach out to a smaller channel and want to collab? No gain for him. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe like 10 of my subs will go over to his channel, but no real gain. Nothing. It's mostly would be help for me. So you let me know what you think down below, what you think of Andy. Do you think NBC has got a good point here? Do you think they nailed it on this one? Or do you think, like Andy says, looks like a hit piece? If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't consider it, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.